Hello all and welcome to Wow Crochet yet again for another tutorial. My name is Mary and in today's tutorial we will be working on this gorgeous little treble V-stitch. Ah, gorgeous! Now why are we working on this, I hear you ask? If you were watching WIP Wednesday this week, then you will know, by the way, if you're looking for WIP Wednesday, I will leave a link to WIP Wednesday in the description box down below. Then you will notice that we are going to be making a blouse or a lace top, if you will. Well, it's not really a blouse, it's more like a lace singlet top. I know, right? Ah, very nice, very nice. We will be using the treble V-stitch. Yay! And the yarn I'm going to be using today, not that it makes too much of a difference, I'm using the Bendigo Woolen Mills Luxury. It's 100% pure wool. It doesn't really matter because we're only doing a little swatch today. It does call for a 4mm hook. Yours truly was using a 5 just so that you could see the stitches, and oddly enough, it was still struggling to see them. It's funny that, isn't it? If you wanted to make something out of your little swatch, I don't know, maybe a little placemat kind of thing, you could obviously cut your thread and weave in your ends and you could make something out of it. Okay, so you may need your scissors and your darning needle, but for this tutorial really you would only need your hook, your yarn, and of course yourself. So I'm not going to talk anymore, we're just going to get started. Good luck, guys. Alrighty, we are going to start by chaining up as many chains as you like. Let's pull that a little there. So you're actually doing your yarn over your finger once and then twice. The tail end is dangling, your working end is closer to your hand. Pop your working end halfway over, hold it there, pop the other end all the way over, pop your loop, your hook in your loop, and then you are going to chain up an odd amount of stitches. Yarn over hook once, yarn over hook twice, yarn over hook 3 times, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We'll just leave it there. Then you are going to chain up 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. You are going to pop your thread over your hook twice. So once and twice. For normal double crochet, we just do it once, okay? So you're going to pop it over once and then twice, okay? And you're going to count back 1, 2, 3, and pop your hook in that 4th chain, okay, right there. Pull up a loop, or pull a loop through, sorry, like that. You should have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over hook, pull through 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over hook, pull through the next 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over hook, pull through the last 2 loops. Have a look at that. Woo. I'm going to do it again once and twice, okay? I'm going to go straight into that very next stitch right next to it, putting it through both loops. Yarn over hook, pull up a loop. You should have your 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over hook, pull through 2. Yarn over hook, pull through the next 2. Yarn over hook, pull through the last 2. I'm going ahead of myself here. Let's do it again. And now what we're going to do, I'm going to do it very close up for you. So pop your hook. I said that, but I didn't do it. Let's try that again. Take 2. Okay, pop your hook in your loop with your 2 loops over your hook. Pull up a loop and pull it through. And then you've got your 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over hook, pull through the first 2. Yarn over hook, pull through your next 2. Yarn over hook, pull through your last 2. Okay, so what I want you to do is practice this stitch all the way across. And when we get to the next round, we're going to do a little pattern with the stitch so that you know what pattern we're going to be doing in the near future. Okay, for our lace top. Pretty cool, huh? We are making a lace top. I'm very excited. So just keep going all the way across until you get to the end, and I'll explain what we're going to do next. All right, keep going and I'll meet you up at the end. All right, you should have roughly 18 stitches. I think we counted. I think I counted right. I'm not sure. Anyway, yarn over your hook twice. We are going to do that very last stitch. Right there is a stitch. A little bit squishy, a little bit awkward, but it's only one stitch. So you put it through your 2 loops right there. Pull up a loop like normal. Do your normal stitch like normal. Okay, now we're going to turn our work any way you like. Just remain consistent. Okay, and now we chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so normally we would put our, I'll show you these loops right here so you can see them. See those loops right there? Normally we would put our stitches in there with 1 loop on the bottom and 2 on the top. That's a stitch. All right, that's your stitch, and that's your stitch. We're still going to do that, but I wanted to show you the V-stitch. So we can actually chain 1 more. We're going to put a yarn over our hook twice, like we're doing a normal treble, and then we're going to pop our hook in the same space right there. Okay, and we're going to do a normal treble. All right, with the next one, we're going to skip 1 stitch and jump into our very next stitch, doing your normal treble. Okay, right there. So we're going to do it right there, just the one for now. Through 2, through 2, and through your last 2. Now you're going to chain 1. Then you're going to do another treble in that stitch right there. Same stitch. Okay, so what we're doing here is, let me show you in a minute. What you're doing is a treble V-stitch. Okay, so we're going to do those V-stitches all the way across, skipping 1 stitch as we go along. So I'm not going to pause it because we're going to do it together so we can get this practice, so that when we're ready to do our blouse or our practice or whatever it is we're going to do in the future, you'll know exactly what to do. So you're skipping 1 space and place your stitch in the next space. There's your 1. Okay, chain 1, do another stitch in the same space. Okay, too simple, yeah? Now you're going to do a treble. Okay, in, when I get there, not that first space, but the next space. All right, was that too far away? Sorry, guys. Thought I'd bring it out a bit. I'm doing well today, aren't I? Chain 1 and do another one in the same stitch. Ta-da! Simple. It's like the normal V-stitch. Yarn over your hook twice, skip 1, jump into your next, do your stitch, 2, 2, and another 2, chain 1, then do another stitch. Ta-da! And there you go. Skip 1 in there, chain 1, and your next stitch in, oops, in the same space. Get it right, Mary. How did I slip out like that? Dearie me. So skip 1 and into your next, making sure you've gone over your hook twice. Chain 1, go over it twice, pop it in, loop, loop, and loop. Yarn over your hook twice again, skip 1, jump into your next. We are doing so well. Chain 1 twice, pop it in the same place. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. We're going to do it again in the next, we're skipping that space, we're going into your next space. Chain 1, doing it twice, and another one. Too easy, yeah? Too easy. And then you're going to do one last, but you're only going to pop it in that, let me get a nice close-up for you so you can see. You're not going to put it in the stitch space right there. Right there. You're going to pop it in the chain, the very top chain right next to it, because that's classified the top of the single crochet, the top of the chain earlier. Very, very top chain. It's classified as one of your trebles, okay? So yarn through 2, through 2, through another 2, and let's have a look-see. There you go. Ta-da! This is what we're working on. We're going to do one more row, and that'll show you exactly how to do the treble V-stitch, okay? So it's all happening. So we're turning our work again like we did before, chaining 1, 2, and 3. I'm sorry, make that 4. Get it right, Mary. Yarn over your hook twice. Now you're going in between that V-stitch you did earlier in your previous row, and you're going to put your treble, chain 1 treble, in the same space, right in the space. So you've started off your treble, pop your hook in and do your stitch. 2 and 2 and 2. Chain 1, and you're doing another treble in the same space. And off you go. You're going to jump, not between there, but between the space where you had the chain, the 2 trebles and a chain, right in the middle there. So 1 and 2 over your hook. Pop your hook in that space and do your V-stitch. Chain 1. Okay? Is this simple or what? And the best part is, because the stitch is large, your blouse or whatever top you're making is going to be finished fairly quickly. Okay, check that out. Oh, very nice, very nice. 1, 2, pop into your next V-stitch and do a V-stitch in there. Chain 1, 1, 2. Simple 1, 2, and your V-stitch in your next. Chain 1, and your stitch in there. 2, easy. 1, 2, go into your next V-stitch with your new V-stitch. Okay. Very, very simple. 1, 2. Whoops. 1, 2. Try that again. Put them around a gazillion times and go into there. Oh, did I chain? Yes, I did. Okay, and you do your next in there. Chain 1. Don't forget to chain 1 in between your trebles. Okay. 1, 2. Jump into your next. All right. Chain 1. All right. I've decided to combine the 2 stitches together, but this time, we're at the end of the row. Sorry, I'll clear the end of the row first. You're going to skip that one and just jump straight into the chain space. So skip that stitch right there. Jump straight into the chain space with just 1 treble. Okay? Right there. All right, so what you've done is you have formed your piece, but you've actually just got your 2 trebles on the ends. Okay, but you've got all your V-stitches in there. How gorgeous does that look? And just think of a top that looks like that. Gorgeous. All right, so what I'd like you to do now is just turn your work, go up. Whoops, let's start that again. We're going up 4 again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over your hook twice. Just jump into that very next V-stitch. So now all you're doing is chain 1 and V-stitch. Okay, so all you are really doing is chaining up 4, a V-stitch in every V-stitch until you get to that very last V-stitch right there, and meet me up. Okay. All right, so here we are at the end of the row. We're going to do another treble in that space there. Chain 1 and another treble in that same space right there. So you finished your last V, but you still have these chains here. So you're going to do another treble in the top of that chain, that little chain right there, not the stitch, but the actual chain right next. See, that's your stitch right there. You don't want that stitch. You want the chain, which is fairly tight, right next to it. If it's anything like mine, it'll be extra tight. Pull your loop through like normal and then continue your treble like normal. 2, 2, and 2. Okay? So that row right there that we just did, with your chaining up your 4, you're doing your V-stitches all the way along, then you're doing your last treble in that top of that chain right there, then you turn and you just repeat that row over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until you get this gorgeous little V-stitch look. Okay, so that is the treble V-stitch, and this is one of the stitches we're going to use to make our blouse or our lace top. You can also use a normal double crochet V-stitch for this. So that's just your normal double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a little practice at this. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And if you're going to subscribe, don't forget, you need to click all to receive further tutorials in your inbox. You've been watching Mary. This is Well Crochet. And guess what, guys? Ciao for now.